his suitcase with tremendous loving care, leaving a sugar-coated letter on the wooden chair. No bitter arguments, no screaming matches or spite, just a peaceful departure into the comfortable night.
The train ticket rests inside my heavy overcoat pocket, removing your picture from my silver antique locket. A mutual understanding that our beautiful chapter ends, parting ways gracefully as lifelong caring friends, tasting the honey of our spectacular shared history, unlocking the final door to this romantic mystery. No salty tears ruining the flavor of
This departure, respecting the skilled aim of Cupid, the blind archer. Sweet goodbye, coated in candy and fond respect, a flawless farewell that neither of us will reject. Waving from the station platform with a gentle smile, oh, walking our separate paths for a very long while. A delicious ending to a wonderful, tasty feast, releasing the love gently, calming the inner beast.
caramel memories sticking pleasantly to my tongue, remembering the wild adventures when we were young. No sour resentment polluting this final warm embrace, maintaining our dignity,
Exiting with absolute grace, folding the sweater splits in the vinyl record collection, feeling a deep, unwavering, permanent affection. Stepping onto the platform, tasting the vanilla breeze, concluding our beautiful novel with absolute ease. Tasting the honey of our spectacular shared history,
oh,
unlocking the final door to this romantic mystery.
no salty tears ruining the flavor of this departure,
Respecting the skilled aim of Cupid, the blind archer. Sweet goodbye, coated in candy and fond respect, a flawless farewell that neither of us will reject. Waving from the station platform with a gentle smile,
oh,
walking our separate paths for a very long while. A delicious ending to a wonderful, tasty feast, releasing the love gently, calming the inner beast.
preserve the goodness, seal the jar exceptionally tight.
We did absolutely everything wonderfully and right.
A rare accomplishment in a world of nasty breakups,
Avoiding the usual dramatic emotional shakeups. Smile, leave peace, sugar-coated,
sweet release.
sweet goodbye, coated in candy and fond respect. Woo! A flawless farewell that neither of us will reject.
Oh, waving from the station
Platform with a gentle smile, ascending to a wonderful, tasty feast, releasing the love gently, calming the inner beast. Take care now, farewell friend, sweetly parting. Take care now.
The studio clock ticks past midnight, heavy with exhaustion. Magnetic tape unspools slowly inside this cold recorder. Our creative spark whimpers into a faint, dying ember. We spend hours chasing a harmony we can no longer remember. Vacuum tubes inside the amplifiers are gradually cooling. Out-of-tune strings vibrate with a dull, hollow resonance. Cigarette smoke hangs motionless above the mixing console as this uninspired session takes its final, devastating toll. Frequencies dropping below the audible human spectrum. Our grand musical masterpiece has suffered a fatal fracture. The volume slider slips down towards absolute zero. No heroic applause waiting for either tragic hero. This fading jam loses its rhythm and heartbeat. Dwindling music dissolving into this deserted urban street. The groove unravels, the chords completely disintegrate, accepting our silent, unceremonious, quiet fate. A dying playback, an agonizingly slow sonic decay, as the last beautiful note simply drifts away. Wooden drumsticks slip from my numb, slippery fingers. A feedback loop groans weakly in the monitor speaker. The rhythm section completely loses its steady foundation, halting this pointless training musical negotiation. Condenser microphones capture nothing but heavy breathing. The flashing red indicator confirms the track is leaving. We compose a symphony out of fragile temporary lies, now watching how a legendary collaboration slowly dies. Frequencies dropping below the audible human spectrum. Our grand musical masterpiece has suffered a fatal fracture. The volume slider slips down towards absolute zero. No heroic applause waiting for either tragic hero. This fading jam loses its rhythmic heartbeat. Dwindling music dissolving into this deserted urban street. The groove unravels, the chords completely disintegrate, accepting our silent, unceremonious, quiet fate. A dying playback, an agonizingly slow sonic decay, as the last beautiful note simply drifts away. Erase the master track, delete the digital file. We haven't shared a genuine, happy smile in a long while. Let the static hiss consume the remaining empty space, leaving behind no musical footprint,
historical trace. Decay,
vanish,
mute, hiss,
unrecorded sorrow.
no tomorrow. This fading jam loses its rhythmic heartbeat. Dwindling music dissolving into this deserted urban street. Ooh, the groove unravels, the chords completely disintegrate, accepting all silent, unceremonious, quiet fate. A dying playback, an agonizingly slow sonic decay, as the last beautiful note simply drifts away.
Cut the power,
Switch off the light, total silence. Yeah. Softly beating inside this tranquil, quiet chest, finding a comforting zone where I can finally rest.
breathing slowly, exhaling the anxious tide air, floating easily
On a cloud without a single care.
relaxed rhythm stomping at a peaceful pace, navigating the journey with unhurried grace. Gentle pulses echoing through my relaxed veins, sheltered safely from the chaotic pouring rains.
Slowing the tempo of the rushing mad crowd, lowering the volume when the world gets loud. Tuning the frequency to a soothing, calm vibration, entering a state of permanent relaxation. Mellow heart keeping the smoothest time, writing a gentle, uncomplicated rhyme. No rushing, no running, just a steady glide, enjoying the beauty of this easygoing ride. To read emotions flowing like a lazy stream, living pleasantly inside a waking dream.
Unwinding the knots tangled within my brain, refusing to participate in the stressful lane. Chilling underneath the shade of an old oak tree, embracing the simplicity of simply being free.
Tender feelings blossoming like a spring flower, appreciating the stillness of the present hour. Harmonious melodies hummed underneath my breath, defeating the worry, ignoring the stress until day.
Slowing the tempo of the rushing mad crowd, lowering the volume when the world gets loud. Tuning the frequency to a soothing, calm vibration, entering a state of permanent relaxation.
Mellow heart keeping the smoothest time, writing a gentle, uncomplicated rhyme. No rushing, no running, just a steady glide, enjoying the beauty of this easygoing risery. Emotions flowing like a lazy stream, living pleasantly inside a waking dream. Perfectly aligned, leaving the frantic energy completely behind. Pulsating softly, a dependable quiet drum, waiting patiently for whatever good things come. Beat, rest, calm, just easy living, gentle. vast Atlantic behaves like a giant sheet of flawless glass, watching the motionless anchored cargo vessels slowly pass. A dead calm paralyzes the deep, unmeasurable marine abyss, robbing the coastline of its familiar, crashing white kiss.
Voiceless currents circulate miles underneath the smooth surface, a fluid environment entirely devoid of direction or purpose. The tides refuse to fight, the pressure begins to heavily mount, suffering from a quiet despair that nobody can accurately count.
Liquid stagnation, freezing out emotional true expression, trapped inside a nautical overwhelming deep depression.
No breeze disturbs the surface,
no white caps appear,
drowning in a fluid vacuum
of absolute cold fear. Silent waves roll wordlessly across the dark horizon, a massive body of water with no vocal cords to crying, cresting without a sound, breaking without an impact or roar, never reaching the safety of the distant rocky shore. And under the tidal grief, perfectly disguised and still, crushing my fragile heart against its aquatic icy will.
the heavy iron anchor sinks into the black unyielding mud, chilling the warm flow of my frustrated human blood. Navigational instruments fail to find a way out of this zone, left drifting on this glassy desert, completely,
Utterly alone. Motionless seaweed tangled around the rusted dead propeller. I have become a stranded, forgotten maritime dweller.
the horizon blends
Seamlessly into the pale misty sky, with no dynamic motion left to even ask the question why. Liquid stagnation, freezing our emotional true expression, trapped inside a nautical overwhelming deep depression.
no breeze disturbs the surface,
No white caps appear, drowning in a fluid vacuum of absolute cold fear. Silent waves roll wordlessly across the dark horizon, a massive body of water with no vocal cords to crying, cresting without a sound, breaking without an impact or roar, never reaching the safety of the distant rocky shore. And under the tidal grief, perfectly disguised and still, crushing my fragile heart against its aquatic icy will.
a monstrous storm is brewing deep beneath this calm illusion,
A chaotic vortex of emotional devastating absolute confusion.
but on the outside
Not a single ripple gives it away.
we keep our devastating secrets locked up,
Every single day,
still
deep,
mute,
tide,
glassy,
water,
no
sound. Silent waves roll wordlessly across the dark horizon,
oh,
a massive body of water
with no vocal cords to crying,
cresting without a sound,
breaking without an impact or roar,
never reaching the safety of the distant rocky shore. And under the tidal grief, perfectly disguised and still, crushing my fragile heart Shouting your name fiercely into a vast rocky cavern. The desperate vowels ricochet across jagged granite walls, seeking warmth inside this cold abandoned stone tavern, listening intently as the emptiness endlessly calls.
Sound waves bouncing off towering ancient limestone formations, an acoustic mirror reflecting my intense, undeniable affection.
Creates an infinitely multiplying auditory duplications, sending my voice back in the absolute opposite direction. Reverberations multiply rapidly within the steep gorge, a terrifying chorus of phantoms mimicking my declaration, trying to permanently hammer and emotionally forge a true connection out of this spatial isolation. Echo and love returning directly to the sad sender, a hollow resonance replacing actual physical touch, bouncing back without any bodily warmth to render. The canyon replies loudly, but doesn't offer very much. A vocal boomerang hitting my fragile, exposed chest, putting my psychological endurance to the ultimate test.
Strict geometry dictates the trajectory of these syllables. Valleys trap the noise indefinitely within their steep perimeter,
Multiplying my confessions into countless unseen multiples, acting as a cool, unfeeling sonic limiter. The auditory feedback loop becomes completely deafening, hearing my own extreme vulnerability repeated mockingly. This geological phenomenon is truly deeply threatening my desperate pleas, bouncing around quite shockingly. Reverberations multiply rapidly within the steep gorge, a terrifying chorus of phantoms mimicking my declaration, trying to permanently hammer and emotionally forge a true connection out of this spatial isolation. Echoing love returning directly to the sad sender, a hollow resonance replacing actual, a physical touch, bouncing back without any bodily warmth to render. The canyon replies loudly, but doesn't offer very much. A vocal boomerang hitting my fragile, exposed chest, putting my psychological endurance to the ultimate test.
absorb the noise, quickly pad the hard reflective surfaces. I strongly demand an original reply, not a worthless duplicate.
This repetitive illusion completely defeats our purposes, making things horribly, terribly, hopelessly intricate. Hello, hello, return, return, bounce, bounce, empty, 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 empty. empty, empty, empty. Turn directly to the sad sender. A hollow resonance replacing actual, a physical touch, bouncing back without any bodily warmth to render. The canyon replies loudly, but doesn't offer very much. A vocal boomerang hitting my fragile, exposed chest, putting my psychological endurance to the ultimate test. Just my voice bouncing back, utterly alone. Shouting your name fiercely into a vast rocky cavern. The desperate vows ricochet across jagged granite walls, seeking warmth inside this cold, abandoned stone tavern. Listening intently as the emptiness endlessly calls.
Sound waves bouncing off towering ancient limestone formations, in a ghostly mirror reflecting my intense, undeniable affection, creating infinitely multiplying auditory duplications, sending my voice back in the absolute opposite direction. Reverberations multiply rapidly within the steep gorge, a terrifying chorus of phantoms mimicking my declaration. Trying to permanently hammer and emotionally forge a true connection out of this spatial isolation. Echoing love returning directly to the sad sender. A hollow resonance replacing actual, physical touch, bouncing back without any bodily warmth to render. The canyon replies loudly, but doesn't offer very much. A vocal boomerang hitting my fragile, exposed chest, putting my psychological endurance to the ultimate test. Strict geometry dictates the trajectory of these syllables. Valleys trap the noise indefinitely within their steep perimeter, multiplying my confessions into countless unseen multiples, acting as a cruel,
Unfeeling sonic limiter. The auditory feedback loop becomes completely deafening, hearing my own extreme vulnerability. Mockingly, this geological phenomenon is truly deeply threatening my desperate pleas, bouncing around quite shockingly. Reverberations multiply rapidly within the steep gorge, a terrifying chorus of phantoms mimicking my declaration. Trying to permanently hammer and emotionally forge a true connection out of this spatial isolation. Echoing love returning directly to the sad sender. A hollow resonance replacing actual, physical touch, bouncing back without any bodily warmth to render. The canyon replies loudly, but doesn't offer very much. A vocal boomerang hitting my fragile, exposed chest, putting my psychological endurance to the ultimate test. making things horribly, terribly, hopelessly intricate. Hello? Return, return, return. Bounce, 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 bounce. Empty, 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 empty. Echoing love returning directly to the sad sender. A hollow resonance replacing actual physical touch. Bouncing back without any bodily warmth to render. The canyon replies loudly, but doesn't offer very much. A vocal boomerang hitting my fragile, exposed chest, putting my psychological endurance to the ultimate test. Just my voice bouncing back, utterly alone. Dusk approaches, painting this horizon bleeding orange, watching daylight slipping beneath those darkening waves. Shadows creeping across my lonely porch tonight. Every evening brings another memory I cannot erase.
Twilight settles upon the shoreline, shifting sands, holding nothing except these empty, calloused hands. Ocean breezes whisper secrets through the palm leaves, while the universe quietly watches how my spirit grieves.
Fading colors melting into the deep abyss, missing the flavor of your forgotten kiss. Stars awakening, witnessing our silent divide.
Nowhere left for these falling drops to hide.
Sunset tears rolling down my tired face, leaving a trail that time cannot replace. Weeping skies mourn the ending of the day, washing our beautiful yesterday away. Oh, the night claims the remaining light, surrendering without a final fight.
Footprints dissolving underneath the rising tide, swallowing the places where we used to hide. Gazing out towards the purple atmosphere,
wishing your comforting silhouette was near. Lanterns flickering beside the lonely pier, reflecting the salt water dropping from my ear. Currents pulling the wreckage of our past, knowing this fragile illusion couldn't last.
fading colors melting into the deep abyss, missing the flavor of your forgotten kiss. Stars awakening, witnessing our silent divide. Nowhere left for these falling drops to hide.
Sunset tears rolling down my tired face, leaving a trail that time cannot replace. Weeping skies mourn the ending of the day, washing our beautiful yesterday away. Oh, the night claims the remaining light, surrendering without a final fight. stopping, crying, stopping. The evening wept, the promise kept. Sunset rolling down my tired face, leaving a trail that time cannot replace. Weeping skies mourn the ending of the day, washing out beautiful yesterday away. Oh, the night claims the remaining light, surrendering without a final fight. Let them fall into the blackness, absorbing it all. Goodbye, afternoon. Precipitation begins descending from above, liquid medicine to mend a fractured love. Stormy clouds gather across the gray expanse, offering nature's magnificent watery dance.
Monsoons wash the dirt from the city pavement, releasing my mind from its dark enslavement. Umbrellas bloom like mushrooms on the walk, listening to the storm's majestic rhythmic talk.
Puddles form reflecting the neon street lights, washing away the terror of those sleepless nights. Thunder claps loudly signaling a true rebirth, nourishing the parched, dehydrated, thirsty earth. Healing rain restores the shattered, broken pieces as the heavy downpour magically increases. Droplets cleanse the sorrow from my heavy jacket,
Soothing the urban, overwhelming loud racket.
let it pour, let it drench my weary bones, replacing my cries with peaceful, quiet tones.
Hey, hey. Gutters overflowed with yesterday's regret, embracing the moisture, allowing myself to get wet. Muddy boots splashing through the flooded alleys, climbing out of these emotional sunken valleys.
Window panes blurred by the steady washing stream, waking up refreshed from a feverish bad dream. Petrichor scent filling the cool breezy draft, creating a life raft from a makeshift craft. Puddles form reflecting the neon street lights, washing away the terror of those sleepless nights. Thunder claps loudly signaling a true rebirth, nourishing the parched, dehydrated, thirsty earth. Healing rain restores the shattered, broken pieces as the heavy downpour magically increases. Droplets cleanse the sorrow from my heavy jacket,
Soothing the urban, overwhelming loud racket.
let it pour, let it drench my weary bones, replacing my cries with peaceful, quiet tones.
Extract the bitter poison, look at the fresh green grass, hear the joyous noise. And
Every single drop that hits the fertile soil, ending this period of endless painful toil. cleanse, mend, waterfalls, sorrows and dread. Healing rain restores the shattered, broken pieces as a heavy downpour magically increases. Droplets cleanse the sorrow from my heavy jacket, soothing the urban, overwhelming loud racket. Let it pour, let it drench my weary bones, replacing my cries with peaceful, quiet tones. Washed clean, brand new, purified. Pursuing dark outlines across the bedroom plaster, running desperately, but the illusions move much faster. Silhouettes stretching infinitely down a narrow alleyway, trying to capture a phantom that refuses to stay.
Hunting for apparitions in the fading afternoon, guided blindly by the deceptive waning moon, grasping at smoke that slips right through my fist. A foolish pursuit of something that doesn't exist.
Optical tricks, playing games with my perception, falling victim to this visual cruel deception. Sprint toward the figure, but it suddenly shrinks
Into the darkness where the hidden monster drinks,
chasing shadows through the labyrinth of my mind,
leaving reality and
solid objects far behind.
a marathon of ghosts,
An impossible endless race, following a trick of the light without a face, running in circles, hunting for an empty shade.
from this spectral prison.
There is no escape.
The perimeter walls cast a towering, terrifying gloom. Monsters projected onto the floor of my living room, tracing the edges of a memory that isn't truly there, boxing with the menacing invisible opponent in the air.
Corner of my eye catches a sudden rapid dart, accelerating the pounding of my anxious racing heart. Silhouettes dancing a mocking sinister ballet, taunting my efforts before swiftly darting away. Optical tricks, playing games with my perception, falling victim to this visual cruel deception. Sprint toward the figure, but it suddenly shrinks into the darkness where the hidden monster drinks, chasing shadows through the labyrinth of my mind,
Leaving reality and
solid objects far behind. A marathon of ghosts, an impossible endless race, following a trick of the light without a face, running in circles, hunting for an empty shade.
from this
Spectral prison, there is no escape.
stand entirely firmly still.
Let the darkness operate its mysterious quiet will.
You cannot handcuff a projection
On the wall,
surrender to the emptiness.
and let the darkness fall. Precipitation begins descending from above. Liquid medicine to mend a fractured love. Stormy clouds gather across the gray expanse, offering nature's magnificent watery dance.
Monsoons wash the dirt from the city pavement, releasing my mind from its dark enslavement. Umbrellas bloom like mushrooms on the walk, listening to the storm's majestic
Rhythmic talk, puddles form reflecting the neon street lights, washing away the terror of those sleepless nights. Thunder claps loudly, signaling a true rebirth, nourishing the parched, dehydrated, thirsty earth. Healing rain restores the shattered, broken pieces, as the heavy downpour magically increases. Droplets cleanse the sorrow from my heavy jacket, soothing the urban, overwhelming, loud racket. Let it pour, let it drench my weary bones, replacing my cries with peaceful, quiet tones.
Gutters overflow with yesterday's regret, embracing the moisture, allowing myself to get wet. Muddy boots splashing through the flooded alleys, climbing out to these emotional sunken valleys.
Window panes blurred by the steady washing stream, waking up refreshed from a feverish bad dream. Petrichor scented in the cool breezy draft, creating a life raft from a makeshift craft. Puddles form reflecting in the neon street lights, washing away the terror of those sleepless nights. Thunder claps loudly, signaling a true rebirth, nourishing the parched, dehydrated, thirsty earth. Healing rain restores the shattered, broken pieces, as the heavy downpour magically increases. Droplets cleanse the sorrow from my heavy jacket, soothing the urban, overwhelming, loud racket. Let it pour, let it drench my weary bones, replacing my cries with peaceful, quiet tones.
Purify the venom, extract the bitter poison.
Look at the fresh green grass,
Here's a joyous noise in
every single drop,
that hits the fertile soil.
ending this period of endless, painful toil. Dip, drip, drop, cleanse, mend, water falls, sorrow. Healing rain restores the shattered, broken pieces, as the heavy downpour magically increases. Droplets cleanse the sorrow from my heavy jacket, soothing the urban, overwhelming, loud racket. Let it pour, let it drench my weary bones, replacing my cries with peaceful, quiet tones. Washed clean, brand new, purified.
giant yellow dwarf ignites with overwhelming cosmic grief,
scorching the galaxy without any possibility of cooling relief.
Magma droplets cascade violently from the glowing hot corona,
a tragic performance within this celestial massive persona.
Boiling plasma erupts in a devastating, unpredictable solar flare, a cosmic tragedy that makes the terrified astronomers openly stare.
Hydrogen fuses into a magnificent, unparalleled weeping sorrow,
worrying about the astronomical forecast for a dreadful tomorrow. A burning teardrop plummets through the endless vacuum of space,
leaving a fiery streak across the terrified planetary face.
the ultimate contradiction of a crying, incredibly bright sphere,
A meteorological phenomenon we universally, instinctively fear. Tearful sun crying, rivers of absolute scorching, pure fire,
raising the galactic temperature significantly,
dangerously higher.
a weeping star mourning its inevitable,
Distant eventual death,
exhaling a scorching, miserable,
radioactive helium breath.
weeping sunlight blistering my sympathetic,
Upturned cheek,
a cosmic melancholy that makes the entire
solar system weak.
the orbital path feels like a tragic, completely mandatory march.
Underneath the universe's grand obsidian, unfathomable arch.
Ultraviolet rays transmitting a deeply depressed, melancholic code,
Along the milky, expansive, interstellar, lonely cosmic road. Sunspots appear suddenly like bruised, emotional, dark eyes. A giant weeping entity entirely dominating the daytime skies, crying liquid gold upon the orbiting tiny, insignificant planets, melting the asteroids and the solid, floating, ancient granites.
a burning teardrop plummets through the endless vacuum of space,
Leaving a fiery streak across the terrified planetary face.
the ultimate contradiction of a crying,
Incredibly bright sphere, a meteorological phenomenon we universally, instinctively fear. Tearful sun crying, rivers of absolute scorching, pure fire,
raising the galactic temperature significantly,
dangerously higher.
a weeping star mourning its inevitable,
Distant eventual death,
exhaling a scorching, miserable,
radioactive helium breath.
weeping sunlight blistering my sympathetic,
Upturned cheek,
the cosmic melancholy that makes the entire
solar system weak.
weep your flame,
Shed your magnificent, terrifying, burning light,
an emotional eclipse,
fiercely battling the incoming eternal night.
a supernova of sadness violently exploding in the vast,
Empty void, leaving every single nearby constellation completely, utterly destroyed. Burn, cry, flare,
melt,
weeping star, tragic heat. Tearful sun crying, rivers of absolute fire,
raising the galactic temperature significantly,
dangerously higher.
A weeping star mourning, it's inevitable,
Distant eventual death,
exhaling a scorching miserable,
radioactive helium breath,
weeping
sunlight blistering my sympathetic upturned cheek.
a cosmic melancholy that makes the entire
Solar system weak. Cry your fire,
burning
tears. The star finally sleeps.
Across the open patio, lifting the heavy velvet curtains of my stagnant mind, carrying a refreshing, pure, unsparing ratio, leaving the suffocating stale oxygen far behind.
gentle gusts ventilate this narrow, depressing corridor. A pneumatic release bringing sudden, absolute clarity,
Acting as an energetic, heavenly, wind-born ambassador, distributing comfort with an airy, generous charity.
the zephyr carries distant, wonderfully fragrant memories, invisible forces actively pushing me confidently onward, scattering the lingering, bothersome mental enemies,
Tilting my chin upward, gazing optimistically sunward. Soulful breeze, reviving my exhausted, collapsed lungs, inhaling the pure, refreshing magnificent stratosphere, tasting the sweetness upon our part, dry tongue,
blowing away the remnants of lingering.
cowardly fear, flying like a spiritual kite, entirely unnatural, cleansing the spaces that previously felt so cankered.
Airborne particles dancing joyfully in the sudden draft, exhaling toxic fumes accumulated over multiple decades, building a functional aerodynamic psychological craft, escaping before the spectacular daytime scenery fades,
Soaring high above the mundane, boring, terrestrial problems, carried aloft by a supernatural, incredibly airy lift, detaching from the worldly, heavy concrete columns, accepting this meteorological fantastic, precious gift.
the zephyr carries distinct, wonderfully fragrant memories, invisible forces actively pushing me confidently onward, scattering the lingering, bothersome mental enemies,
Tilting my chin upward, gazing optimistically sunward. Soulful breeze, reviving my exhausted, collapsed lungs, inhaling the pure, refreshing, magnificent stratosphere, tasting the sweetness upon our parched, dry tongues,
blowing away the remnants of lingering,
cowardly fear, flying like a spiritual kite, entirely unnatural, cleansing the spaces that previously felt so cankered. Ooh. waves forcefully scatter the debris. Let the internal atmosphere pressure equalize completely, opening the windows to embrace this grand decree. Letting the draft kiss my forehead softly and sweetly. Yeah. Exhale, good soul, fresh air, breathe deeply. The vast Atlantic behaves like a giant sheet of flawless glass, watching the motionless, anchored cargo vessel slowly pass.
A dead calm paralyzes the deep, unmeasurable marine abyss,
robbing the coastline of its familiar, crashing white kiss.
Voiceless currents circulate miles underneath the smooth surface, a fluid environment entirely devoid of direction or purpose.
The tides refuse to fight, the pressure begins to heavily mount,
Suffering from a quiet despair
that nobody can accurately count.
Liquid stagnation,
Freezing our emotional true expression,
trapped inside an article.
overwhelming, deep depression.
No breeze disturbs the surface,
No white caps appear,
drowning in a fluid vacuum of
absolute cold fear. Silent waves roll wordlessly across the dark horizon, a massive body of water with no vocal cords to cry in, cresting without a sound, breaking without an impact or roar, never reaching the safety of the distant rocky shore. And under the tidal grief, perfectly disguised and still, crushing my fragile heart against its aquatic icy will.
the heavy iron anchor sinks into the black, unyielding mud, chilling the warm flow of my frustrated human blood. Navigational instruments fail to find a way out of the zone, left drifting on this glassy desert, completely, utterly alone.
Motionless seaweed tangled around the rusted dead propeller. I have become a stranded, forgotten maritime dweller. The horizon blends seamlessly into the pale, misty sky, with no dynamic motion left to even ask the question why. Liquid stagnation, freezing our emotional true expression, trapped inside an article, overwhelming, deep depression.
No breeze disturbs the surface,
No white caps appear,
drowning in a fluid vacuum of
absolute cold fear. Silent waves roll
emotional, devastating, absolute confusion. But on the outside, not a single ripple gives it away. We keep our devastating secrets locked up every single day. Still, deep, mute, tight, glassy water. No sound, no silent waves roll wordlessly across the dark horizon. A massive body of water. Oh, with no vocal cords to cry in and cresting without a sound, breaking without an impact or roar. Never thought, never reaching the safety of the distant rocky shore. And under the tidal grief, perfectly disguised and still, crushing my fragile heart against its aquatic icy will, drifting away into the fog, utterly voiceless.
Yeah,
The internal metronome stumbles off its proper axis, stepping blindly onto an unfamiliar, intimidating dance floor. My bodily coordination completely fails the practice, forgetting the choreography we meticulously learned before.
limbs moving clumsily without any graceful intention, misinterpreting the signals of our physical intimate waltz. A jarring disruption grabbing my unwanted attention, experiencing a series of embarrassing sudden falls.
Syncopation breaks the natural, seamless flow. Time and slips rapidly away from my grasping fingers. The tempo fluctuates between aggressively fast and agonizing slow. Only an awkward, disjointed sensation permanently lingers. Lost rhythm causing me to trip abruptly tonight, falling completely out of strict musical alignment. My hips swaying correctly, lacking the magical insight, escaping from this metrical rigid confinement. The heavy pendulum swings unevenly side to side, with no dependable groove left to act as my guide.
Clunky footwork replaces our previously seamless tango, stepping on your toes accidentally during the spin. The percussion scatters like a drop bruised mango, wondering exactly where the melody should begin.
Mathematical confusion disrupts my spatial orientation. The irregular drum beat misguides my erratic wild steps, losing control over my own physical manifestation, sinking into unpredictable asynchronous depths. Syncopation breaks the natural, seamless flow. Time and slips rapidly away from my grasping fingers. The tempo fluctuates between aggressively fast and agonizing slow. Only an awkward, disjointed sensation permanently lingers. Lost rhythm causing me to trip abruptly tonight, falling completely out of strict musical alignment. My hips swaying correctly, lacking the magical insight, escaping from this metrical rigid confinement. The heavy pendulum swings unevenly side to side, with no dependable
try to synchronize our mismatched pulses once again, but the connection is severed, shattered upon the floor. Accepting this chaotic timing, enduring the awkward pain. Stumble, falter, trip, sway, out of sync, lost the way. Lost rhythm causing me to trip abruptly tonight, falling completely out of strict musical alignment. My hips sway incorrectly, lacking the magical insight, escaping from this metrical rigid confinement. The heavy pendulum swings unevenly side to side, with no dependable groove left to act as my guide. Off the beat, miss the cue, no more dancing. Enchanted waters flowing backward toward the mountain spring, listening to the supernatural folklore the local elders sing, wading into the sparkling, luminescent, magical stream, entering the borders of a powerful, prophetic dream. Phosphorescent algae glows beneath the wooden canoe, revealing a spiritual pathway completely hidden from view. Paddling silently through the sacred ancient tributary, carrying offerings to the jungle's hidden sanctuary.
The current hums a divine, otherworldly secret chant,
nourishing every single mystical glowing plan.
liquid crystal purifying my heavily burdened soul,
Making my fragmented,
broken aura completely whole. Mystic river winding through the supernatural terrain, washing away the worldly, superficial human stain.
a sorcerer's walked away with immense,
Legendary power,
blooming the magnificent,
rare midnight lotus flower, navigating the supernatural bends and twisting curves, calming my terrified mortal, overly anxious nerves.
silver scales flash from creatures entirely unknown, sitting quietly upon the mossy ceremonial stone. The riverbed is paved with translucent healing chords, defying all logic, dismissing traditional reports.
Dipping my fingers into the freezing celestial liquid, everything previously confusing suddenly becomes vividly lucid.
The rapids whisper predictions of a glorious tomorrow,
Banishing every ounce of inherited ancestral sorrow. The current hums a divine, otherworldly secret chant,
nourishing every single mystical glowing plan.
liquid crystal purifying my heavily burdened soul,
Making my fragmented,
broken aura completely whole. Mystic river winding through the supernatural terrain, washing away the worldly, superficial human stain.
a sorcerer's walked away with immense,
Legendary power, blooming the magnificent, rare midnight lotus flower,
magical watery potion, connecting directly to the vast spiritual ocean.
Let the enchantment soak deeply into your very bones, communicating with the universe in hushed, sacred tones. Flow, glow, heal, flow, magic waters, sacred bond, mystic river winding through the supernatural terrain, washing away the worldly, superficial human stain. A sorceress walks away with immense, legendary power, blooming the magnificent, rare midnight lotus flower, navigating the supernatural bends and twisting curves, calming my terrified mortal, overly anxious nerves. Keep flowing into the magic, endless stream. The studio clock ticks past midnight, heavy with exhaustion. Magnetic tape unspools slowly inside this cold recorder. Our creative spark whimpers into a faint dying ember. We spend hours chasing a harmony we can no longer remember.
Vacuum tubes inside the amplifiers are gradually cooling. Out-of-tune strings vibrate with a dull, hollow resonance.
Cigarette smoke hangs motionless above the mixing console, as this uninspired session takes its final devastating toll. Frequencies dropping below the audible human spectrum. A grand musical masterpiece has suffered a fatal fracture. The volume slider slips down towards absolute zero. No heroic applause waiting for either tragic hero. This fading jam loses its rhythm and heartbeat. Dwindling music dissolving into this deserted urban street. The groove unravels, the chords completely disintegrate, accepting our silent, unceremonious, quiet fate. A dying playback and agonizingly slow sonic decay, as the last beautiful note simply drifts away.
Wooden drumsticks slip from my numb, slippery fingers. A feedback loop bones weakly in the monitor speaker. The rhythm section completely loses its steady foundation,
Halting this pointless, draining musical negotiation. Condenser microphones capture nothing but heavy breathing. The flashing red indicator confirms the track is leaving. We composed a symphony out of fragile temporary lies, now watching how a legendary collaboration slowly dies. Frequencies dropping below the audible human spectrum. A grand music drifts away. Erase the master track, delete the digital file. We haven't shared a genuine happy smile in a long while. Let the static is consumed, the remaining empty space, leaving behind no musical footprint, no historical trace. Decay, vanish, mute, hiss, unrecorded sorrow. No tomorrow. This fading gem loses its rhythm and heartbeat. Dwindling music dissolving into this deserted urban street. The groove unravels, the chords completely disintegrate, accepting our silent, unceremonious, quiet fate. A dying playback, an agonizingly slow sonic decay, as the last beautiful note simply drifts away.